What does it mean to offer protection, real, life-saving protection, to someone who can't go home because home has become too dangerous? And why has something as humanitarian as temporary protected status, or TPS, become one of the most hotly debated topics in U.S. immigration policy? In recent years, we've seen sweeping changes in how the United States approaches humanitarian immigration. The Biden administration expanded TPS designations while also introducing the CHNV parole program. But under the Trump administration, TPS protections are in limbo for several countries. From court rulings to presidential orders, the fate of hundreds of thousands has been shaped by shifting political priorities. So how did we get here? What's the true story behind TPS, especially for African and Caribbean nations? And most importantly, if you're a TPS holder, what are your options for building a permanent future in the U.S.? Let's break it all down. Temporary Protected Status, or TPS, is a humanitarian safeguard. It was created in 1990 by Congress and signed into law by President George H.W. Bush through the Immigration Act of 1990. But what is it really? TPS allows individuals from certain countries to live and work legally in the U.S. if returning home would put them in danger because of war, natural disaster, or other extraordinary conditions. It doesn't offer a direct path to a green card, but it can serve as a stepping stone for those eligible to adjust their status later. To understand where TPS stands today, let's look at some key moments that shaped it and the political decisions behind them. 1990s-2000s. Countries like El Salvador, Honduras, Liberia, and Haiti are granted TPS due to armed conflict or natural disasters. Liberia TPS was first granted in 1991 during its brutal civil war. When TPS ended, the U.S. offered DED, Deferred Enforced Departure. Over time, Liberians gained broader protections, and in 2019, the Liberian Refugee Immigration Fairness Act was signed by President Trump, allowing many Liberians to apply for green cards. 2010. Following a catastrophic earthquake, Haiti receives TPS under the Obama administration. 2017-2019. Under President Trump, the Department of Homeland Security attempts to terminate TPS for Haiti, El Salvador, Nicaragua, and others, triggering lawsuits and nationwide protests. The administration argued that conditions had improved, though many disagreed. 2021. In Sanchez v. Miracas, the U.S. Supreme Court rules that TPS holders who entered unlawfully are not eligible to adjust status to permanent residency without first being admitted under immigration law. 2023-2025. The Biden administration extends TPS for Cameroon through June 7, 2025, and Haiti through August 3, 2025. New designations are also made for Ethiopia and Sudan. So what does all this tell us? Congress and the Oval Office. For African and Caribbean nations, TPS has been a lifeline, especially when political instability, war, or environmental disaster strikes. Haiti, TPS, first granted in 2010 after the earthquake. It's been extended and redesignated under both Democratic and Republican presidents, but has also faced threats of termination. Cameroon TPS was granted in 2022 due to widespread armed conflict and humanitarian crisis. It's now extended through mid-2025. Somalia TPS has been in place since 1991 due to ongoing conflict and insecurity. Sudan, initially granted TPS in the 1990s, it was later redesignated along with South Sudan after the country split in 2011. Ethiopia, added in 2022 due to violence and displacement from the Tigray conflict. Liberia, one of the earliest TPS countries. Though TPS ended, advocacy led to Liberian DED protections. And finally, a path to permanent residency through the Liberian Refugee Immigration Fairness Act. So if these protections are saving lives, why are they constantly at risk? In 2023, President Biden introduced a new program called CHNV Parole, standing for Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. Under this program, individuals can apply for humanitarian parole from abroad, as long as they have a sponsor in the U.S. who agrees to support them. It offers a 2-year stay and includes work authorization. Sound familiar? It should. But there are some big differences from TPS. Similarities. Both offer legal presence and work authorization. Both respond to humanitarian crises. Key differences. TPS is for people already in the U.S. when their country is designated. CHNV requires applying from abroad and securing a financial sponsor. TPS can be extended for years. CHNV is limited to 2. And unlike TPS, CHNV doesn't offer much in terms of long-term immigration options. Now here's the part many TPS holders really want to know. Can you turn TPS into a green card? In some cases, yes. Option 1, Asylum. If you fear persecution in your home country because of your identity, beliefs, or political views, asylum might be an option. If granted, you can apply for a green card after 1 year. Option 2, adjustment of status to lawful permanent resident LPR. If you entered the U.S. legally or live in a jurisdiction that treats TPS as a lawful admission, you might qualify for adjustment of status through a family or employment petition. But remember the 2021 Sanchez v. Mayorkas ruling? That means not all TPS holders are eligible to adjust, especially if they entered without inspection. This is where legal guidance really matters. Temporary protected status has given thousands of people, from Haiti, Cameroon, Somalia, Liberia, and beyond, a chance to live in safety while their countries struggle with conflict, disaster, and instability. But here's the question. Do you believe these countries are safe enough for TPS to end? Or is this protection still urgently needed? This is more than a legal issue. It's a human one, and it's a conversation we all need to be having. If this video helped you understand TPS better, or if you know someone who could benefit from it, please share it with them. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update.